Hello guys, welcome to Tarot Predictions people, and this will be your forecast for the full moon in Sagittarius. So this will be the usual 5 card spread I'm using for a moon cycle. So without wasting any more time, and I don't bore you to death with my explanation of what the full moon in Sagittarius means from the tarot perspective, I'm just gonna say that this is a conjunction of Temperance card with the High Priestess and one other curious fact about these two cards are they are natural enemies. So yeah, the higher the High Priestess is, the lower the Temperance is. So with that being said, let's start with Aries first. And the first card for Aries that happens to be what the topic of the full moon cycle or the moon cycle will be for Aries, this is the Magician card. So Aries, the topic here will be how you can be the master of your things, how you can be the master into your career, and how you can involve yourself into the brilliant relationship or the best possible relationship you can have around you if you're single, or to make out of your, or to this is how I'm gonna place it, guys. To teach your partner to like you for what you are rather than for what they want to make out of you. So basically, if they cannot accept a particular behavior of yours, they only can swallow it, because you cannot change the magician. The magician can do all, and the magician is what it is, and this is why the magician is like for what the magician is. But yeah, if we're talking about career here with the magician card, guys, then you need to start actually performing above your skill level, or rather, like, you start performing above your skill level. It is very likely that you are going to find out that you can be very successful into a particular field or particular project that you haven't attended by now, and it's something brand new for you. You may find out that you can actually mitigate and navigate through the routine of the project very well. Also, into your career, guys, the magician says that you will be able to convince a lot of people and to make a lot of people on fellowship behind you, so you will have a big support. What can actually work against you, or the challenges you need to overcome, is the Seven of Pentacles, and this is a hesitation, guys. You shouldn't be hesitant neither into your career or neither into your relationship. The Seven of Pentacles usually is a card of catching up a break, breaking out of certain routines, so you can actually analyze, are your efforts are according to what you get, and these kind of stuff. It is basically preventing a disaster, but you don't have a disaster in front of you, guys. So that's why you should not stop for a second chasing up your goals. You shouldn't give a second thoughts to your maneuvers, and you shouldn't doubt into your capabilities of manifesting things if we're talking about your career. And for the relationship, this card is a little bit double-sided, because it may play out in a different way. It may play out, for example, that you may realize that your partner can't accept you for what you are, Aries, and this card suggests that you shouldn't give a second thought of leaving them behind you and find someone that actually can cherish you for what you are. Or it can play out, that really depends on the question, guys, and because I don't have a question here, I that's why I'm giving you a variation of scenarios. Or you may find out that you will not find another person who can accept you for who you are, and thus you shouldn't leave, you shouldn't put a second thought. Should you stay with him or leave, and you should stay with them. Your intentions here, people, are needs to be, the intentions is the third card, and it speaks that what you need to start aiming for, and this is the Wheel of Fortune, and you should start aiming for catching up all those happy coincidences, all those meaningful circumstances happening around you. And maybe you are not, excuse me, I have some hair last year. Anyway, and you may be a little bit hesitant until now to catch up the opportunity which is formed by the circumstances around you. But right now, guys, having the magician behind you as a topic of the moon cycle, you need to, let's say, take advantage of every single minor opening and situation that is happening in your life. But the Wheel of Fortune, guys, as an intention above everything else means that you need to aim for a change, and that change can happen now in this moon cycle, and that can be a hell of a change. It could be once in a lifetime change, as a matter of fact. Then we're going to the lesson you're about to learn, and the lesson you're about to learn is the fourth card, which is the Lovers. With the Lovers card, guys, this is a lesson of it depends how it plays out for you, but either that will be a lesson that a pure love comes for with a pure face. What I mean is that it is a very often that people put a masks in front of their faces so they can be liked by many. And this is a lesson, if you're about to learn it for your relationship, that you need to put down your mask, guys, because eventually your mask will fall. And if your partner cannot bear the monster behind that mask, because in our nature we are monsters, then basically their place is not beside you. And if we're talking about career with this card, you're about to learn that great achievements require great risks, and you cannot stay passive about the situations around you, but you need to start making a swift decisions so you can make swift movements. So basically you're about to learn, guys, that inactivity cannot bring you anything, and you need to start acting. But this action here with the Lovers card are actions completely synchronized with your beliefs and completely synchronized with what you would usually do. So in other words, you are going to realize for your career that you can improve yourself exactly the way you want to improve yourself. Well, I hope that this doesn't sound dumb, by you making swift decisions according to what you want, not toward what you have to. And then the energies that are going to help you with the Five of Swords, those are relentless, a very brutal and very violent energies, which are actually working in your favor right now. So with those energies, you will never like a vital energy. What I mean is you will never go into a state of fatigue. You will never be way too exhausted to push forward. And at a certain point, when you feel that the situation is very, very unfair towards you, those energies are going to really wake up the beast within you, and you will become somehow ruthless toward those situations, working only towards your personal favor. But you need to realize also here, guys, that those energies are going to boost your logic, and you will be able to foresee, are your victories going to be a bitter victories, or are they really are holding a gold mine behind them? So that was for you, Aries. And now we are going to Taurus. For Taurus, the first card here is the Eight of Swords. So your moon cycle, Taurus, is going to be kind of like a situation where you will be unwilling to make some particular risks. It is, I would have say, a more drastic words, but really the Eight of Swords seems that you are about to start lying to yourself during this moon cycle. You're about to start convincing yourself that either you don't deserve your success, either you are very helpful in the place you're working at while everybody is treating you like garbage, or you're about to start lying to yourself that you have a fantastic partner next to you, and I don't know, and you have to continue on going with this relationship while the relationship is really painful to you. Or it can play out a little bit different. You may start lying to yourself that you don't deserve success, you know, or you may start lying to yourself that a particular person that you have your eyes upon, you are basically not worthy to be with them. And this is kind of like an extreme state where you either exaggerate your capabilities or you go below your capabilities. So basically you need to align yourself and find the middle path here. And as an intentions, as what can really not serve you in this favor is this woman here, or what can really hold you down, the negativity, is this woman that is usually, guys, as a water card, this is a a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces person, or has these ascendant signs. And this person, she is most likely she around your age or a little bit younger. Now, she is, if this is in your social circle, or we're talking about your career, she's trying to seduce you into a certain way. She's trying to show you that she can present you with some warmth and with some emotional expression, but as soon as you make a signs of commitment, she will withdraw, she will pull back, and she's quite immature. And if we're talking about your career, this is a person who likes to let's say exaggerate their personal achievements, while their personal achievement means exactly nothing, because everybody can reach those kind of achievements. And she likes to make a reassessment of herself. What I mean is that she likes to present oneself as someone bigger than actually is. So don't get yourself being slumbered behind this false embrace, or rather like false radiance that is going around that particular woman. And your intentions here, guys, is the Knight of Cups. And as an intentions, excuse me, the Knight of Cups is a card showing that you need to start working hard. You want your success in your job, you got to start, guys, working hard, and don't leave anything happens by a fucking chance. Okay, so there is nothing that is just going to spontaneously happen, or like your project which is going into shade is going to magically fix itself. Okay, you need to put the effort here by your devotion and determination to make the things right, and actually working toward that, the situation is going to happen. And if we're talking about your relationship here, guys, especially if you're single, the Knight of Cups suggests that you need to start expressing your emotions. You have something in front of you that you want to be with, well, go out and tell him that you, or tell her that you like them. This is the way you have to proceed here as an intention. If they say no, at least you will know that it's not gonna happen, so you can move on to the next target. Okay, and if we're talking about an existing relationship with the Knight of Cups, then you need to start making your partner more aware of how much you care about them. Okay, so you need to start making them more aware that they have a wide, big chunk of your heart, and basically this will never going to change. And then we are having the lesson you're about to learn, and with the Eight of Cups, it is the lesson. I like that lesson, actually. This is a lesson showing you that there is a room beneath the sun for everybody. And sometimes when there are people which are closer to the sun than you are, of course it is natural that we envy those people, but you need to remember that the closer you are to the sun, there are bigger chance that you get burned. So basically you need to, when there are situations that actually cannot be pushed forward by you, Taurus, it is not a shame to walk away, knowing that you can be more helpful and more productive in a brighter perspective that is yet to emerge for you. And the energies here are the Fool card, so that pretty much explain it. So whatever situation you walk away from, guys, there will be a new one waiting you behind the corner. So there will be a constant newness here. Those energies that that will swirl around you, they will constantly attract the newness in your life. New people to make a relationship with, new projects, new co-workers, new jobs if you're going after a job. So don't be afraid to walk away, guys. It will serve you greater favor than you think. Then we are going to Gemini, excuse me, and this will be a pretty big moon cycle for them, going with the Judgment card. That will be a wake-up call. So the Judgment card, highly dependable on the questions asked. That will be a card of awakening. That will be a cycle of awakening. You can awaken yourself for a realization that you are not successful in that job that you're doing, and you will never be. So you may completely reprioritize and reconsider your career. That could be a wake-up call for your relationship, realizing that the partner you are with is exactly the one that you are going to spend your life with. Or it could be a wake-up call knowing that you are expecting a baby or a child, something like this. That card also suggests union and reunion, so reconciliation for you, Gemini. during this moon cycle also isn't excluded. Whatever it is going to be something big, guys, and it's going to solve you and resolve your issues and problems. Basically, you are about to find a true calling in your life, one of your true callings. Because one life, it is based on a lot of true callings. For example, one relationship is a true calling of yours. Even if it does end up, it teaches you something, because the life, according to tarot, is a constant string of lessons learned. And if you haven't learned your lesson in the past, now is the time that you're going to learn it. So going next, things that you that are going to slow you down. Two of Cups. How this card can represent something negative. Well, I will tell you how. It is basically if you try to make contacts or maintain contacts with people that are unwilling to be around you, guys. So learn to detach yourself from those who does not want you around them. Okay, so you need to make some certain clean breaks. Also, this card suggests that trying to be nice with everybody and trying to be let's say devoted and really generous with everybody, to be to lay a helpful hand, if you want to say that way, with everybody, ain't gonna serve you any favor, guys. So also keep your things to yourself for that moon cycle. Don't share happiness nor pain, people. You may turn into an emotional ball at the end, but believe me, with this card, it is better for you to keep it for yourself, or it can be used against you, maybe in the court. Well, at least that's the expression. Everything you say can be used against you. That is implanting here for that moon cycle. Then we are going to your intentions, guys, and the moon card comes as an intention. That card, there is only one expression I can say about this particular position, and that is that things are going to happen by a long shot. So looking at the judgment here at the start and the moon card as an intention, guys, this will require a huge amount of risk from your behalf. Okay, and not because the situation itself is way too risky, but because there are a lot of things which you are unaware of, and your intentions right now should be completely focused on the go ahead, rather than to kind of like attending to the minor details. I will tell you why. Because the minor details here, Jesus Christ, someone really wants me. The details, they're not exactly shaped yet. Okay, so the situation haven't unfolded to such particular level, so you can see the every minor thing and every minor detail, every minor circumstances that your situation will depend on. There are a lot of yet have to happen, and you cannot think of it right now. You need to start focusing only upon the goal that lies ahead, rather than to the path how you're gonna get there, because the path isn't clear. You may take different road that you think right now. So guys, only visualize the go ahead. Either this is going to be your dream job or your dream relationship. Regardless, people, you need to shake yourself from a particular fantasies. And under fantasies, I mean fantasies how you're gonna get there, because it is already it is right now, it is uncertain. And the lesson you're about to learn here is the Two of Wands. Only one expression with this card as a lesson, guys, is that we need constant improvement. Okay, regardless of how hard it seems, regardless of how bad it seems, we can always push it. So here the sentence says that you need to remember, when you walk in a dark place, guys, when you walk upon the dark road, you need to remember your goal, because the goal there for you, it shines and illuminates your path forward. And thus, by you remembering that goal, you are about to see the light that shines for you at the end of the tunnel, and you will be able to walk out and actually make your achievement or reach your goal. So the goal itself, the profit of your goal itself, is going to recharge you, and it's going to give you strength pushing forward to these uncertain times that you are about to experience during this moon cycle. The energies you are about to endure here, or the energies which are about to help you, are the Three of Pentacles, and those are energies of honesty, guys. Everybody, every single one around you will be honest, including your partner, including your boss, including your co-workers, your friends, and you can use these particular energies to know what people think about you and how far they're ready to go for you, guys. So then we're going to Cancer, and Cancer are about to experience the justice. So Cancer are about to get what Cancer deserve, but this will be also a cycle of very important decisions to be made. These important decisions will require, guys, your priorities to be restructured and to be kind of realigned. So if we're talking about your career here, people, you need to start replace your priorities project-wise. What I mean is that small projects needs to take a small priority, and big projects needs to take a big priority. Also, you need to divide accordingly to how big your responsibilities are, your resources to deal with them. If we're talking about your career here, this guy speaks that, guys, you need to reach a mutual, or you are about to reach mutual equilibrium, and that kind of implants that the rules of the game will be renegotiated. Wait a second, guys, I need to drink something. So you will renegotiate the rules of the game. So new demands can be placed on your behalf, but you need to know that with those demands there will come a lashback. So your partner also will have something to demand there, but you can make that relationship quite tight. Okay, so with no misunderstandings. Sorry about that, people. Okay, so the next card is the negativity out of there, and that is the Hierophant. So the Hierophant says, in this particular position, you got to put your certain beliefs that you do have right now on the shelf, and you need to start something new. You need to start whatever you're doing anew, guys. Your approach toward your projects and toward your relationship is so wrong, you have no idea. Okay, so the already established convictions, the already established ways, the books about your situations are wrong, because there is no book that can describe your situation. And most of you may find out that you are experiencing this thing first time in life, and very few have experienced the same thing as you have. So in other words, guys, no one can really gives you advice how you can deal with your situation. That's why you need to start experimenting. You need to shake off your beliefs, and you need to make, I can't say certain risk, but you need to try out some different approaches that you haven't tried it until now. And your intentions here should be, people, with the Four of Wands, to have a little bit more fun, especially if we're talking about social environment here. You need to start making friends. That is one of the intentions you need to have. If we're talking about your career, guys, you need to aim for closure, and I'm talking about closure of responsibilities and closure of projects. So don't leave your work unfinished. This is what your intentions should be with this card, guys. That card is a sign here that a project, task, or a deed into your career that you have chased for quite a long time right now will have an opening, guys, to be closed and actually to be reached a success upon. So when that happens, be there, guys, and seize this opportunity, grasp it with your hand, and actually, you know, end that torment of constant efforts with no gain. So right now you will have the opportunity to make your gains. Lesson you're about to learn: everything has its particular end, guys. Okay, so this pretty much speaks for changing and shifting your particular lifestyle if we're talking about career and relationship, guys. But this card speaks that will be a lesson, and as a lesson, this isn't that bad card. It speaks that a final drop in the cup eventually comes, and you need to make your final choice, your final decision. Basically, you need to initiate changing over a particular era, guys. And you need to do it against particular odds, because there will be a people there, or circumstances, if you want to say it that way, which will be comfortable for them to have you in this particular position. But is it comfortable for you to be in this particular position, Cancer? So that's why you need to make up on your mind what you want to be, and where you want to be, and with whom you want to be with. Okay. And that being said, guys, you need to be very, very brave, because the Ten of Swords, it's not an easy card. You may realize you may have those insights which are going to shock you, and they are going to make you feel bad, because you have been blind for the truth for yourself. Okay, for that truth that I can actually divide you from for your particular path. You may realize that you have been lying to yourself for quite a long time, and this will hurt you. But as soon as you accept that particular truth, you will see actually how profitable you can be, basically, if you are willing to make that big step for yourself and cut the unnecessary dead burden that you're wearing. And the energies here that you will have are the Ace of Pentacles, and those are protective energies, guys. So you will not be able to go in the minus field. Minus field, what I mean is that if we have the Deadsy scale. Deadsy scale is, I mean, from 0 to 10. You will not be able to go to the minus no matter what you do. So yes, your decisions that you need to make have a particular risk, but they ain't cost you your relationship, and they ain't gonna cost you your job. So as a matter of fact, with these energies, so as a matter of fact, you may want to take them, guys. Okay. So we have finished with the first four, and now we are going to Leo. Let me shuffle the cards, people, and we're going to see what Leo has to endure. So for you, Leo, we do have the King of Swords as the topic of this moon cycle, and the Knight of Swords. Excuse me, did I say King? Oh, I'm sorry. So the Knight of Swords. So this is again a decision card, but it's very different than the Justice one. Now this one requires swift made decisions. You will be asked a particular choices to make if we're talking about your career here, and you need to make them, but as you consult yourself with your feelings and with your emotions, as well as you use logic in the same time to make them. The Knight of Swords, this is the expression in the career. Small decisions, small choices, they will not make that big difference, guys, but they are going to make your journey during this moon cycle a little bit more comfortable than actually is if you again make your choices and your small decisions according to what you are going to feel better than what you're feeling right now, if that makes sense to you. If we're talking about relationship here, guys, this card speaks for more physical attraction than usual. So if you are single, you're about to meet someone that you will have that physical attraction, okay? And if you are in existing relationship, guys, then this speaks that you're going to see your partner, or the body, the physics of your partner, it will be more attractive than usual, and that may boost some passion, guys, that may boost some emotions from you, and also maybe your partner is going to see you more attractive than usual, so you may expect also a lot of sex into your relationship during this moon cycle. And what you have to stand against, guys, the things that you have to overcome here is the Seven of Wands. Relationship wise, you will be resilient to your partner. So for what it seems, this will not be mutual acceptance of physical attraction, guys. One will be attracted more than the other, and the other is going to give a resistance to that urge of being intimate, for that urge to consume the body of the other. Okay. The Seven of Wands, it is also a card which is not very good for one relationship. It speaks that something else, the third party, has a particular influence upon your relationship, guys. And if your partner acts weirdly, this is because someone is whispering into their ear. But in career, guys, your choices that I have talked about, they will be disputed from some people. Some people will not be very happy of what you're making up with your task and what you're making up with your projects, guys. I mean that you will go a little bit against the routine that is established into your career place, and probably your supervisor or your boss ain't gonna be happy with that. But if your performance is good, they will have to swallow it. Your intentions here is temperance, and temperance into your career, guys, and into your relationship. Actually, it is almost the same thing. Now into your career speaks that you have to honor the position, the statements, and the attitude of the people around you. And in the same time, guys, you shouldn't be extreme also for your particular position. In other words, you need to show solidarity and compassion for what the for the other people performance. So what I'm trying to say is that if someone is failing, don't try to make credits on his back. If someone is being successful, don't try to make credits on his back as well, guys. Basically, mind your own business. This is what the card says. If we're talking about relationship here, people, you need to be a little bit more supportive, or kind of a lot of more supportive to your partner. And also, as soon as they show that they need intimacy, guys, you need to give that intimacy to them. Then we are going to the lesson that you're about to learn. That is the Empress, people. And the Empress shows that is a lesson that you are going to realize, guys, that everything you do is for your personal comfort, is for your personal ego, and it is for your personal detachment of midst of activity. Why? Because if you do your job correctly and you don't mind anybody else's business, nobody will mind your, nobody will get interfere with your own business, and thus you will be able to enjoy to your personal achievements on your own, and you will not owe anybody anything. And into your relationship, guys, this card could suggest pregnancy, so you may realize that if you are in a flawless relationship and you're capable to give that compromise to your partner, and you're able to support them, or they support you, you may realize that actually you may want to have a kid with them. Okay. Or if it is not about kid, you will realize that it is much more better if you make that small compromise and not have to go through arguments and through fights with your partner for the sake of the comfort of the relationship. And the next card, it is the energies, guys, and the energies are showing here the Two of Cups, and those energies are going to attract only pleasant people around you in your social circle and into your career. Those energies are going to make the people around you to share more with you, and I mean emotional share, like sharing their problems or sharing their happiness. And in your personal relationship, guys, if you are in relationship, these energies are going to unlock those chakras which are allowing the love to stream in between the two people. So even though there will be a particular resistance, it's not gonna last way too long, guys. It's just going to be a initial particular resistance. Okay, so you need to wait a couple of days or maybe 1 week so the resistance can fall apart. So after that, we are going to Virgo, and Virgo, that will be a difficult period of time for you with the Hangman, for what it seems, guys. I'm not sure I have to draw the next 5 cards, because this card speaks that this will be a very, very quiet period of time. And under quiet, I don't mean without problems, guys. I mean that all of your efforts that you're giving either into your relationship or into your career will be wasted. So the Hangman is a card showing that you need to get a different perspective upon things. Basically, you how can I place it in words? You do have your goal, and your goal is kind of reachable and achievable, but the methods you're using, guys, now they are incorrect, and that's why you need to reach a different perspective upon your methods. So let me rephrase that. If you are trying to kill the hostility with kindness and it isn't working, then you have to fight the fire with fire, or the vice versa. If fighting fire with fire isn't working, then you have to bring the water into place. But in order to do so, you will require some time. So this particular moon cycle, guys, nothing can be forced. So as a matter of fact, why don't you use it just to rest and contemplate upon oneself? Don't make heroic efforts, guys. They will be without any effort, um, without any unfoldment. What I mean is that they will not have any results from them, for what it seems. The Hangman set on halt and blocks everything because you aren't ready yet to reach it. But the good news here is that your problems are going to resolve on their own accord as soon as the time comes right. So what you need to overcome here, the moon card, wow, look at that, the cards are speaking on themselves. That is the insecurity you will have. I mean, you are going to scratch and you're going to bite your fingers thinking of, oh my god, if I'm doing nothing, then how everything is going to fix? Well, you need to believe in the universe with that card, guys. You are not very aware of the fullness of the picture, neither into your relationship, neither into your career. And this card, especially for relationship people, speaks that you may start experiencing fears, okay, of being left alone, or fears of losing your job, but you don't know all, okay, you don't know what is happening behind the scenes. So why don't you leave the chess games of reassignment, replacements, and suspending to those who needs to attend it to worry for it, okay? Then your intentions, Virgo, needs to be King of Swords. So with the King of Swords, this is actually finding out the truth. So your intentions, people, first of all, you need to take on the responsibilities you already have, rather than think how to add new things or how to solve your issues. Responsibilities, not tasks, guys, okay? So you need to present yourself as someone very responsible, and also someone that possesses a particular authority. But above everything else, your intentions should be not to speak way too much, okay? Your thoughts that you do have, the information that you possess, it seems quite valuable, but the people in the world isn't ready for it right now. So you need to share only this what needs to be known, and the rest you have to keep for yourself, either into your career or into your relationship. This card came up before Virgo as well. Lesson that is about to learn. We need constant improvement, people. So you need to start seeking for fields to conquer, and that kind of aligns with the Hangman. Maybe the Hangman came up because you have reached the maximum potential of the place you are, and nothing else can be reached. So that's why you need to realize that true improvement, that means swapping up working positions, swapping up relationships and these kind of stuff, or finding a way to acquire new qualifications if we're talking about work, excuse me, guys, or finding a way to surprise and amuse your partner, new amusements, new enterprises into your relationship, so you can make varieties in it, okay? And the energies here, the Eight of Wands, these are very playful kind of energies, guys. The Eight of Wands speaks that those energies are going to make the time fly. That's the first thing that these energies are going to give you. Then they are going to speed up the process of finding out solutions. There will be those energies will attract small windows of opportunities for you. Unfortunately, the Hangman is very strong card, and the advice I can give you with these energies is that you stockpile those opportunities. I mean, hold on your aces until the right time comes when you can shoot with them, because after that, the energies of the hangman will block any success to happen, and thus you will have to wait it out. What I mean is that this moon cycle for you, Virgo, will be like a storm, but as the nature of the storm is that the storm will pass away eventually, and you just have to wait it out, guys. There is no other way around it. For Libra, we do have Three of Pentacles, and this moon cycle, Libra, you are about to make the foundation of something very, very solid. This is a preparation for you that you need to start making, a preparation for a big future. But I can't say unfortunately here, really, people, because everybody, none of us, it is what I mean, have been born taught. Okay, so you need to start learning, you need to start exploring, you need to start what is the English word of that? Gathering up information, resources, experience, and especially feedback, people. There are others which have been there in the place you want to be, and you need to start asking them for advices. You need to also aim not to be alone. So whatever you want to do, either into your relationship or into your career, you don't have to do it on your own. Okay, you need to expand. You can expand your vision through a teamwork, and teamwork, it is what you need to aim, especially if we're talking about career, guys. And if we're talking about relationship with the Three of Pentacles, this card kind of manifest through open conversations in between the two people, where the critics are more than the calm talking, and through the critics you will learn to align with your partner. So what you need to stand against here, guys, or the negativity out, it is the Justice card. And that is anointment, people. The Justice card speaks that you will be very annoyed by the rules. You will be very annoyed that it isn't happening as fast as you want it to happen. You need to be very careful of doing something sneaky, and you need to be very careful of being unfair, especially towards yourself. Okay, this is all about you, Libra, and you have to be fair with oneself. You have to make those accountable decisions where you are accountable to oneself. So screw the others, people. Others have been taking advantage from you for quite a long time, guys, and right now you need to start taking care for yourself. Justice card, also you need to be very careful with sneaky people, because sneaky people may kind of take some unethical actions against you, and don't feel very bad about it, because the universe eventually will give them what they deserve. Your intentions here, guys: Ace of Cups. You need to see the world through a particular overflowing joy that happened with you recently. Either you get a new job, either you get the project you wanted, or you have been able to make your relationship what you wanted to be, or you have I don't know, found yourself, I don't know, pregnant, or you have found yourself with the person you want to be with. You need to look the world through that overflowing joy, through that change that happened to you recently. And as soon as you see that, you are going to realize that every worry you do have right now, every worry which consider your routine, daily routine, is meaningless, people, because you do have a treasure on your plate, and you need to realize what that treasure is. Because when you realize how rich you are, guys, emotionally, this is about emotional fulfillment and emotional riches, you are about to kind of face the world with more light than everybody else. You realize that you actually have almost everything that you want, and you don't need anything else at this very moment. But well, in the future you will, because this is in our nature. We always want more. But right now you're about to realize that you're changing, your environment is changing, and that will be an impending change, guys, which is going to make your previous issues with your routine, with your family, or with your career, regardless, irrelevant to your future success. And the lesson you're about to learn, that is the Knight of Cups. And what we said about the Knight of Cups, guys, if we're talking about that your career, the lesson will be that great achievements happens through great efforts. This is the lesson you need to learn. So if you slack, obviously you ain't gonna get anything. And in your relationship, you need to show your love upon your partner. You need to make your partner aware how much you care about them and how you can't live without them. So basically, you need to show them that they are the dream of your heart, okay? And they need to start feeling special. This is the lesson you need to learn. And the energies here that you're about to experience, guys, those are energies of change and shift. So you got the intentions here of making change. You are making the preparation here of making change with the Three of Pentacles, guys. And the energies are of the change. But this is the good thing about the Death card as energy-wise. Wow, there is some sort of a storm outside. If you are hearing thunders, guys, I do apologize, but I cannot plug off the storm. Anyway, the Death says that only what is unnecessary for you will walk away out of your life. Okay, only what does not serve any favor for you anymore will walk away from your life. So basically, if you are preparing yourself to make a change into your career and it happens that you lose your job or you quit your job, that will be because the job you are in doesn't offer you anything anymore. Okay, you can't get you can't get a better place in there. You will not receive any raise anymore for your salary. You will not improve your monetary circumstances. You will not improve your finances. So why would you want to stay there? I mean, what are you hold on to in this company? And same goes for your relationship, guys. That will be the change that will either tie you to your relationship stronger than you think, or it will make you walk away. Whatever it is, guys, you need to know that what you're walking away from, either your singularity or your relationship status, it is because the one that you walk away from doesn't serve you favor anymore. So next one comes Scorpio, and for you Scorpio, we do have the Eight of Cups, and this moon cycle will be from you walking away from something, okay, from very unfortunate situations into your career or into your relationship, guys. But that could be a compromise that you would usually won't do, okay? So let me give you this kind of perspective. This doesn't mean that you will break up with your relationship, but it may mean that you need to agree to a circumstances that you are not very happy of, but for the sake of the happiness of your partner, happiness, you know, then you will agree to them just so there can be peace in the relationship, because the peace is more is from a greater value than being comfortable, okay? Because the peace creates a greater comfort than having it your way. And in your career, that could be walking away from a particular job, or walking away from a particular approach, or from a particular project, not because you are kicked off from it, but because you kind of sense or realize that your efforts are wasted there, and there is a brighter perspective for you that is yet emerging, guys. It is there for you, and you have to detach from that miserable seemingly unfair situation that you're finding yourself at. The negativity you are about to experience here is the Six of Swords, guys, and the negativity is the fear that you may have sitting on this particular threshold. In reality, people, there is nothing you to be afraid of, because the Six of Swords suggests that the unknown direction you're about to take, guys, either traveling on this uh, compromise you need to make, or the new circumstances in your job, well, it had to happen to a certain point. Why? Because only dreaming for your dream job or only dreaming for your dream relationship ain't gonna make them happen. Actions, Scorpio, actions is what is needed, and that's why you need to turn yourself into action in this moon cycle. And your intentions, guys, bam, it is the Fool card. You want to be pregnant, people? This moon cycle is the cycle for you to get pregnant. Also, guys, you may find out that you're pregnant, and as an intentions, guys, you need to seek for the new job here. This is something brand new, guys. You need to seek for the new status in your job. You need to seek for the brand new project which you have no clue how to deal with, but that's the thing in it. Okay, you need to experiment, you need to start learning, you need to create that creative chaos, if you want to say that way, or experience that creative chaos and learn out of it, because only what matters really is the way you seeing yourself at the end. So Scorpio, you need to don a mask, guys, and experience the world differently, as you are a different person, because there is no difference how you experience the world, as the world, it is changing, guys, and you have the first seat on the bus or on the train that it is about to walk in this new world. New relationship, new career should be your, or new working place should be your intentions, guys, or a child. Okay, or if this is not about new relationship, guys, you need to start being more spontaneous, you need to start being more open towards your partner, you need to start acting more sincere and with a greater purity towards your partner, if this is not about a changing relationship or aiming for new relationship. But those who are single, guys, they'll have the opportunity to be in new relationship, people, and if you miss it, you are the only one to blame. Lesson you're about to learn: Ace of Swords. Nothing cuts out that tissue than the truth. So if you want to cut yourself away from this misfortune and situation you are in, simply say the truth, guys. Simply say what you have in mind. You don't have to hide anything. Ace of Swords is that you are going to realize that you cannot escape from the right diagnosis the fate is presenting to you. What I mean is that you cannot escape the truth. Okay, so let's see how this can play out for you in career. You may have that proposition for a new job, and you may try to fool yourself that you're better in the current job you are right now, but eventually the diagnosis, the circumstances will prove you wrong, and you will realize that you can't deny the truth. And into your relationship, you will realize that saying a painful truth or saying cutting truth, it is better than keeping your mouth shut. Okay, and not sharing what really bothers you into one relationship, because as soon as you say what really bothers you in the relationship, Scorpio, then you and your partner, if your partner is faithful, they you both are going to find a way around it. And then the energies, guys, we do have the Nine of Pentacles. Business success, those energies are going to give you business success during this moon cycle, Scorpio. And also, if we're talking about a relationship, those energies will make you endure, or will help you endure the cannot say the singularity, guys, but they will make you endure the I can say it for myself, the irresponsible or the immature rather behavior that you have to push yourself into in the relationship, just so you can say that you can show that your partner is making you as comfortable as possible. So this card shows, guys, that you do have a particular experience, and this experience will be the source of those energies, and basically you cannot do the wrong thing here. So now we are going to the last four, guys, which will be Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and last but not least, Pisces. Okay, guys, 1 second. I will continue shortly. Hey, welcome back, guys, to Tarot Prediction. I'm sorry about the cut, but I really had some emergency and I had to attend to. Anyway, we are back to the full moon in Sagittarius cycle forecast. So we are to Sagittarius, and now at Sagittarius, the moon cycle topic will be the Ace of Wands. So that is the new beginning for you guys. Not as strong as the Fool as we had for Scorpio, but this one will be a new enterprise. That will be a new beginning within already existing things of yours, or it can play out as a new beginning into a relationship, but again, not as strong as the Fool one. Now, if this is about relationship, guys, and you are single, then you can start a new relationship under the energy of this card. However, this relationship has a very strong initial potential, but the inertia sucks. So you need to constantly on working to maintain that relationship, and this could be quite stressful for you. And at the start of the relationship, there will be really a high amount of passion, which can actually burn you out very quickly. If we're talking about career with this card, Sagittarius, then for what it seems, you will start on a new project or a new enterprise, or you are about to find out a slumbered skill that you possess, which makes you even more valuable asset to the company you're working at. And the negativity here will be the Page of Wands, and that, for what it seems, is a person, most likely woman around your age or a little bit younger, which is Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, or it has this ascendant. This woman, very inconstant, very immature. She is trying to divide you from the path that you are trying to take. In other words, this could play as a third party that is trying to influence your relationship, trying to seduce you guys. It could not be a woman, it may be a guy, or it could be a woman trying to seduce your guy, and you need to be very vigilant about this one. You need to be aware, or kind of having your senses aware for appearance of that person. But in career, this is a person here trying to talk you out of this new enterprise and new idea that you will have, by trying to divide you from the path, trying to show you that actually there are better things that you can attend to, which there aren't. So once you set up your goal, follow it, guys, and don't allow anybody to interfere with your initial idea. And the intentions you need to have, well, that support my first two cards, what I spoke for. This is the Eight of Swords, and the only thing I will say is that once you set up a goal of yours, either into your relationship or into your idea, don't divide from it, and strictly follow the plan that you have initially created. With the Eight of Swords also, it is very important, guys, that you let's say, there are things that it is better stay unspoken. There are things, or there are truths that it is better for you to not know. So mind your own business, okay? Don't try to know everything. Don't try to interfere with everything. Don't think that you can fight any battle, especially if this battle is not yours to lead. Basically, follow only your own particular agenda, and in the same thing, simultaneously, don't allow anybody to interfere with your agenda or to divide you from the path that you have taken. And the lesson you're about to learn, people, is the High Priestess. And if we're talking about career here with this lesson, Sagittarius, then This is a card showing that you don't have to necessarily have that logical explanation or or the execution, the path that you need to follow towards your goal instantly popping up into your head. Everything will come with time. Every um, resolving of your issue will come as soon as the issue pops up. In other words, you should not worry for things which are not depending for you, or things which haven't happened yet. So don't presume, guys. And for your relationship, this card speaks people that even if there are other people trying to break up your relationship, even if there are circumstances happening which are threatening your relationship, you will know deep down within you that if the person you are with actually have a bond of soul with you, in other words, loves you truly, they won't leave you no matter what. So you will be in peace with what is happening around you. And the energies you will have behind your back is the Ten of Pentacles, and those are very, very solid energies, and you will have full trust in yourself. So you will have no doubts, and those energies are going to solidify your efforts. In other words, your efforts, guys, will always have benefits. You will always have benefits from them. In other words, you will be able to collect the fruits of your labor as soon as you start placing your labor. The only thing, again, that can make you unsuccessful is that if you fall for the false hopes and for the immature ideas of this person that is coming as a negativity here. The next one, Capricorns, you guys, wow, Knight of Pentacles, you guys are about to work crap a lot, especially if we're talking about your career. That will be an execution of a new plan. That will be finding out a new fields to be successful. That will be find out a new strategies for your marketing, for example, new strategies for selling, new strategies for how to be a successful engineer, if you want to say it that way. And if I was a Capricorn, that would be for me a new ways to read tarot, or finding out, for example, new spreads, finding out, for example, new ways, new services to present to people, and these kind of stuff. In other words, expanding your current field of expertise, guys. Talking about relationship, this card speaks that you will start making the things into your relationship less sophisticated. In other words, you will keep the things simple with your partner. If you want something, you will simply say it, and if your partner wants something, they will simply say it. You will not give a silent treatment, or you should not give a silent treatment. This card suggests, guys, that this moon cycle there will be warm up in between you and your partner. New emotions will be found out in the collective space in between you and your partner. The negativity you are about to experience here is the Eight of Pentacles, and this card as a negativity comes as some false attempts, people. But those false attempts will be there for you so you can master your skill. Okay, so don't get desperate if a particular maneuvers of yours doesn't work. Okay, you should not drop your idea off, you should not drop your agenda off. You just have to try it a little bit more different, for what I can say. And in relationship, that will be an aggravation because for what it seems, it's not gonna happen as fast as you want it to be. But those two cards, especially with the Knight of Pentacles here, guys, these are slow unfoldment cards, and the conjunction of those two cards shows a mastering, bettering situation through experimenting, through really working hard for better it. And through working hard, it means that you will make some mistakes, okay? But nothing so crucial there. And this is good thing about mistakes. Sometimes out of our mistakes, guys, most beautiful things happen. So don't afraid to make a mistake. Then what will be the positivity or your intentions is the King of Pentacles. And as an intentions, these are investments, guys. When you see something out of potential, that has a potential, excuse me. If you see someone with potential, don't hesitate to invest in them. Okay, don't hesitate to place your trust in them, guys. You should invest your time in those activities or in those people. You should invest your trust in those activity or in those people. In other words, if we're talking about career people, for what it seems, you can make a very successful business out of somebody, or you can make an investment there in your business that will have a certain return. And if we're talking about relationship with this card, guys, your intention should be to protect the relationship at all costs, not your partner, but the relationship itself. Oh, and for career, also this card as aims means that you need to aim to first sustain what you're already working on before you turn your sight upon the new additions to your work. The lesson you are about to learn is the Ten of Cups, and this is a lesson that you are going to realize that money cannot buy you happiness, Capricorn. Basically, you need to be grateful for what you have, because if you look around yourself, you are going to find out that you have a lot of blessings to count for yourself. And while you do so, you will going to feel more and more happy for the situation you will find yourself at. Ten of Cups, it is a card showing that regardless also how much you have, you will have to require more. What I mean is that you need to ask for more, guys. And you need to ask for more, especially from yourself. The energies here are the Nine of Cups, and they're kind of supporting the Ten of Cups, because those energies are energies of a short duration of happiness, so short duration of surges of happiness. Why? Because those energies will kind of create a sense within you that you can achieve so much more, okay? And you shouldn't stop here. And with the Knight of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups in conjunction, in other words, the energies and the topic in this moon cycle shows you that the field of growth in front of you is as vast as you can imagine, even goes beyond that. And it is up to you how devoted you will be to that field, so you can maximize out of the soil in front of you, let's say, and place the seeds of your labor, so you can kind of collect the fruits afterwards. Aquarius, for you, we do have the Knight of Swords, and we had it for one more sign before that. The Knight of Swords into your career for the topic of this moon cycle means that you need to make those small particular decisions in order to make your time and make your work a little bit more comfortable than it is. And of course those those decisions needs to be also consulted with your emotions. In other words, you should not do anything that doesn't feel right to you. And into your relationship, guys, that card suggests that you will have more physical attraction with your partner than usual. So again, a little bit more boosted stage of sex is not excluded. What else for this card is that you may become a little bit more aggressive towards situations which making you a little bit uncomfortable, especially situations where you're kind of spotting or sensing that somebody isn't saying the truth, or somebody isn't saying is not sincere, and that will make you outburst. But really, you need to try to hide out your emotions there, guys. The wise decisions will be to push on toward your direction and don't give a crap about what people are trying to make the situation out of it. Then it is the negativity that you need to face here, and this is the Knight of Wands. That will be a person, guys, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, or it has these ascendant, and that person is very inconstant. And this is the only negativity you will experience with this person, is that first he may try to give you a hand, or he may propose to give you a hand. As soon as your situation does not serve them any interest, they are going to abandon you. So basically there is a threat here from you to place a great hopes into a person that does not deserve these hopes, and this person is only seeking challenge or seeking to fill his spare time so he can make his routine a little bit more interesting than his routine is, but in reality he doesn't give a crap about you. Your intentions here, guys, the Emperor card. And the Emperor card is to set in structure and to order, basically to maintain the order and to solidify all of your tasks and deeds, especially talking about career. You need to set in order and to slumber or to take a edge upon the chaos that is happening into your career, so you can be forewarned, if we can say it that way. And being forewarned means that you will be able to predict every single outcome of the situations around you. That will give you more personal comfort. And if we're talking about relationship here, well, your intention should be to take a little bit more responsibility toward the relationship, guys, and to be a little bit more protective. In another word, to show to your partner that you actually are looking very, very serious toward the relationship, and your intentions toward the relationship are very, very serious. For the lesson you're about to learn, Aquarius, is that we can't have it always our way with the Eight of Cups, but even if we can't have it our way right now, we will have it our way later on. So eventually the things are going to happen the way we are wanting them to happen, but maybe the time isn't right now. So the lesson you're about to learn here, guys, it's about timing, and it is about choosing the smaller evil, or choosing the smaller misfortune, if we can say that way, for this particular situation, while you are kind of conserving your aces for the right time to come, so you can grasp the real prize here, either in relationship or in career. And the energies you will have, these are the six of swords energies, and those energies, guys, they are going to, let's say, they are going to breed within you a courage. So you will have no remorse or fear to take risks, okay, to take chances, especially talking for career people. You will not mind the threats from your co-workers or from your supervisors or from your bosses. They will simply not work upon you, because you will know that you're capable, and you will know that eventually you will not get pension at that particular job, and eventually you will have to change your job. It's not going to happen right now due to this moon cycle, but the threats on your co-workers or of your bosses or of your supervisors, they will not work upon you, because you will know that you're going to find different place where you will be also cherished there. And in relationship, the Six of Swords is a card of energies that will always give you, let's say, the strength to gamble with the situation in the relationship, knowing that eventually you will have the improvement you require. In other words, the insecurity you may breed in the relationship will taking on the responsibilities will amuse your partner. They may be scared a little bit at the start, thinking that, oh my god, is this the person I'm with? I mean, I can't recognize them, but they will get used with you quite soon, without they even noticing it. And last but not least, we have Pisces. And for you Pisces, the first card is the Seven of Wands. So Pisces, Seven of Wands is a card of resistance, card of guarding, and card of knowing when to act. So in your career, you need to keep it quiet until the right time for you come to act. Of course, in the meantime, you have to guard your opinion, and you have to guard your projects from the co-workers, because there are going to be some mean people not wishing you to succeed. For what it seems, you're on the verge of a big success here, guys, and let's say that the people around you, they rather have those success, this particular success for themselves, and this isn't very very fair, is it not? And in relationship, this card suggests, guys, that you will be aggravated during this moon cycle from your partner, because either their proposition of how to spend your time with them, or their proposition of the enterprises that are going to happen in the relationship are not something that you're going to like, or they may come up with that stupid idea that will break up the trust you do have in them, and it's going to place you in a state where you have to fight for the relationship, and you will feel all alone in there. And the negativity you are about to endure here is the person, and this is most likely Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. It has this ascending guy which is working harder than you are working, if we're talking about career here. This is a real competition in career, guys. Someone that is not more skilled than you are, but it's more organized than you are, and it is more tenacious than you are. Why? Because this career, this job, is everything that person has. Okay, and they have a lot to lose, and that's why probably they want your success. Okay, and if we're talking about relationship, this is definitely a seducer, guys. This is definitely someone who is trying to seduce either you or your partner, and it is a sincere seducer, if we can say it that way. So they truly have feelings for you or for your partner. It depends how you play out, because the previous card we had the page of wands. This type of seducer, page of wands, he's doing it just for the sport, or she's doing it just for the sport, while this one has a true intentions. Okay, and now we are going to the intentions you gotta make, and these intentions are to make a drastic change in your life. You got to aim for leaving out unfortunate circumstances behind you. You need to aim for let it go. Okay, you need to let go of misfortunate circumstances that happened for you. You need to let go of some old arguments that you had in your relationship, or you need to let go of the loneliness that you are experiencing right now, even if you are resistant to it, even if the people around you are resistant to it. In other words, you're trying to flirt with someone but they doesn't budge up. Eventually someone will answer, guys. Very difficult reading for Pisces, I can say. Now, looking at the three cards here, guys, for Pisces, I can say that in your career you need to completely change your approach. You do have some certain habits doing it into your career, which are really placing you behind the schedule, guys, and you need to make a clean break with these habits. Then we are having the lesson that you are about to learn, and you're about to learn that the newness invited in your life, it is not a bad thing, Pisces. So you need to constantly refreshing your arsenal of skills, your arsenal of knowledge, or your potential lovers if you're single. Okay, you need to constantly try out with different people if one isn't budging up. And I know how hard it is. When you do have crush upon somebody, there is no one else that is existing in front of you, but you really need to realize that if one says no, it is no, and you have to move on from it. Okay, and the last card are the energies, guys. And the energies is the Ace of Swords, and as energies, again, that card speaks that no one will be able to lie to you. Okay, you will always be able to see the truth behind the words. These energies will allow you to read among the roles. They will allow you to be to foresee situations out of analytic efforts. So in other words, with these energies, guys, you can be always one step ahead of others if you allow those energies to kind of mess up with your brain. What I mean is to leave yourself to the thoughts to align on their own accord, because your thoughts will align on their own accord with those energies during this moon cycle, and you are about to reach a certain perceptions. You are about to reach certain visions. You are about to reach a certain insights, which certain insights will allow you to give a very correct diagnosis of your situation. So that was the taroscope, guys, for the full moon in Sagittarius, and I really hope that you find it helpful, people. And if you do, please like the video and subscribe for my channel, and share the video if you can, so it can help to more people. And if you do a private reading with me, you can find me at www.tarotpredictions.net, which is also written here in the description of the video, people. And I wish you the best luck, the best of luck with this moon cycle, guys, and we're going to see each other next time. Until then, bye.